All right, guys, welcome to the Jones Perspective, aka AI Jones, where we teach how to use AI technology in our regular lives using real situations that we go through. This right here is Higgsfield Audio. Okay. And this AI tool is now using the new Cinematic Studio, which is, of course, another added bonus to the Higgsfield AI platform. This tool is incredible because before we would have cinematic clips that were in the same footage, right? Well, now we actually have the ability to get multiple camera angles. We have the ability to incorporate the audio in the video and make it incredibly visually appealing for any type of audio that or video that we create. The beautiful part about this is the censorship is at an all-time low, which means there's not a lot of, let's say, terms and conditions that would cap your creativity. With Higgsfield, they give you the ability to be creative in whatever way you see fit, according to what it is that you're trying to do. So a lot of creators, even regular folks like me and you, a lot of creators will love this tool because it doesn't limit your ability to create. So what I'm going to do in real time is I'm going to create a video clip with the Higgsfield Cinematic platform and just show you exactly how incredible this is, and then give you an idea of how packed this program, this software actually is for those creators out there. As we mentioned before in the previous tutorial, there was a lot of platforms out there that only do audio, and there's a lot of platforms out there that only do video. Some of them are trying to cross-pollinate the different pieces of the pie, but with Higgsfield, they have all of these capabilities all in the same space, which means you can create as best as you want to with the tools that you have. So here we are, we're going to create this piece of audio, and it's going to show you exactly how powerful this platform is. So with that said, I have my prompt, and it's a big prompt that I put in here, very detailed. Also, as you guys know, I have other programs where I'm teaching things like ChatGPT and some other things, OpenAI sources that you can use to make better prompts. So you don't need to be an expert prompt engineer to be able to use this tool. Sometimes the more simple the prompt is, the better results you're going to get because you're giving more of the creative power to the actual software to be able to make the best version of the video. Sometimes you can be a little too detailed, so you don't want to get caught in that trap. But this is a detailed prompt that I've put together that I wanted to show you guys so then you guys can understand the power inside this platform. So here we are. We're going to generate this video. We already have another video up there. You guys can see, with the movement that Higgsfield is very good at creating movable pictures. This was only a 5-second piece, but you can see how good the platform actually is, right? So with that said, we have it in queue. I'm going to show you a couple of things as we're waiting. We have edit features like in Paint. You can describe changes and then make those changes in real time. We have edit video, which is another new feature. Skin enhancer, angles. There's models like Nano Banana Pro, in Paint. These are things that are becoming super popular, right? Because they're actually increasing your ability to be more creative when it comes to the prompting and when it comes to the things that you're putting together. So this is a big deal. I want you to pay attention to this one. The cling motion control is a whole new thing, like, because motion in pictures, as you know, is very captivating. It actually makes people want to watch your videos more. So I want you to pay attention to that, because cling motion is another thing that you would definitely want to use. Right now we're using the new Cinema Studio, right? So the Cinema Studio gives you the feel of being in a cinematic movie or music video or whatever it is, and it can change camera angles using the same same prompt, which is incredible. There's a lot of different AI video creator platforms that don't actually have the ability to give you multiple camera angles, to give you zoom in, zoom out, and to give you video effects right on the fly. So we're actually really excited for this process. There's a couple of things with the characters that you can do. You can swap characters in photos. You can do video face swap, recast studio, which is new characters. You can create a unique character. So someone that you want to appear in these videos. This is another thing that I would highly recommend for people who are trying to promote a specific brand that involves you. I would highly recommend that you use these because it is very, very, it's just, there's so many things in here to talk about. It's just hard to cover everything in one video. But if you get the chance, I would like you to actually explore Higgsfield, and you can see the different stuff that they have. The apps is a big deal too, because of course they're incorporating different AI apps by creators and things that you can do that of course you may or may not have been able to do before, to change the style, to be able to change the feel, to change the lighting of the video. There's just really so many things that you can do to make this such an incredible opportunity for people who are like, and even so I'm looking now in live in real time, even the behind the scenes videos, like that is just incredible. The fact that you can change it out to make it look like you're filming that video in real time behind the scenes, that's another way of showcasing your cinematic side without actually having the cinematics there. So this is pretty incredible. I would definitely recommend that you take a look through all the different things that you can do through the apps. Of course, you also have the community that you can go to. So this is another thing where you can see other people who are making different pieces, and you can see what they're doing and how they're doing it. And this is just, you know what, like we're talking model level videos or pictures. You have model level pictures. You can make cinematic videos. You can use other apps and things that are trending on the internet to create your videos. This is a powerhouse, and you need to pay attention to this app. So Cinema Studio, that's what we're using. Obviously, it's still in progress. We're trying to get this going. Here we go. Okay, so we can see this is part of the Cinematic Studio.
In
so
every life,
we're going to take a look.
Two versions exist.
Okay.
One shaped by what has already happened, and one defined by clarity.
All right. So
in every life, two versions.
Let me just explain to you for a second. Like, this is not in its perfection yet, especially when it comes to what the starting frame is. So sometimes you're going to have to revise your prompt because of the fact that it can't catch everything all at once. And it really depends on what you're giving it as a prompt. So obviously the machine didn't understand this prompt very well, and it took the wording that I had in the beginning and then kind of switched it out halfway into the clip. So, and that's okay. This isn't an issue. This is just, you're giving it a prompt, and it's trying to analyze what you have as an image and the prompt to give you the best thing that you can get. You can still do this in different ways, right? So you can still change the footage. You can still make the end frame different. You don't need the best of the best when it comes to the start frame. But as you can see right here, same thing. This is like a frame that was just created, right? And it just came from a picture. So, I mean, it really depends on what it is that you want to do with it. Like I said, there's a ton of different options that you have. You can even create the image in here first and then use that image to create your video. You can see here some of these other people have done it. I've actually created a cinematic image in the beginning of somebody talking, like a podcast situation. So that's kind of cool too. And there's a lot of different people that are exploring the options when it comes to the images and when it comes to the video. One thing I want to mention also is that there's a lot of other very powerful AI models that are involved in Higgsfield. So Higgsfield is kind of like a shopping mall when you think about it, for all of these different things that you can do with AI videos and images. So I want you to understand that whatever you do, it has a process. And when you start with an image and work your way into a video, you can get yourself to such a place where you start to understand that these different prompts and different things that you're using are all tied together to the video stuff that you want and tied together to the creation process that you want. And so with that said, I am super happy to be able to try out the Cinema Studio. I'm super happy to create something that sorry, the internet kicked out on me there for a second. I'm super happy to create something that's meaningful, and that really contributes to your creative process. So with that said, this is Jones. This is the Higgsfield Cinema Studio, which is another portion of the Higgsfield Powerhouse AI creation platform. And I really hope that you guys will get a chance to use it because it is incredible. Thank you for tuning in, and we will definitely see you in the next video. This is Jones.